So I'm going to do, did that even end up in the bin? A video using the Golden Age palette by Beauty Bay. So I've started off doing my base just so that it wouldn't be so long, but it probably might end up that way. So before I continue on, let's put some eye base on. I don't normally, in fact, probably because it's a new video, we won't. Right, so I've done my base. I used this Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer. I'm not sure about it. It came out like basically like water, so I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to. And then I used the best combo ever. This combo is brilliant. It is the Bronzy Drops by Drunk Elephant and the Bear With Me Blur foundation or skin tint, blurring tint foundation in light neutral. Look at my skin. Obviously still got my fine lines and my burn from my hair curlers. And then I used my e.l.f. colour correcting eye brightener in light medium, and then I used the HNB concealer in 0.5N, and then I set it with the Shea Glam, the loose powder, and I've given my face a spritz of the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. So that's where we're at so far. So, and I'm a little bit choked up, I'm afraid. Let's dive into this palette. Oh, it's freezing in this room. It's a miserable day. Absolutely miserable. So this is the palette here. I haven't seen many people talk about it, and when I saw it, I was like, I quite like those tones, those colours. So let's just grab a brush and dive on in, shall we? Oops. So I'm going to go into the shade Precious. I'll show you the shades that I use at the end. This one is just to set the lid. Now I have got some texture here and here because my eczema has been severely playing up, as usual, because there's always got to be something. But this is a beautiful palette. Have you seen that Huda Beauty is bringing out on the 1st of November a pretty grunge palette? Oh my god, I need it in my life. Need it in my life. So, the next shade I'm going to go into is Glamour, which is the lightest of the 3 browns that are in here. And I'm just going to slowly, lightly start little circular motions. I've got the big light in that on, as well as the ring light, because of it being so rainy, but maybe I need to put it down a bit, do I? So we're just taking small little motions and taking it into my, well, my crease is here, so it's kind of above my crease because I've got slightly hooded eyes. I think we'll put that down again actually. Okay. I've asked for Christmas for a wee light that'll help hopefully my lighting situation, so we'll just have to see if Santa brings me one. Because I've been a good girl. Right, so this is a lovely shade. You can't go wrong with Beauty Bay eyeshadows. They never disappoint really, and they're really affordable. If you've never tried them, it's a good place to start with. That's a lovely shade. In fact, I would happily wear that all over the lid. I'm just now taking it slightly like into this outer corner bit of my eye as well. God, I sound like I'm getting the cold. Woke up like this. That's gorgeous. Don't know if you're seeing much of it, but right, let's get another brush. We'll get a smaller brush. So this brush here is, it's a Beauty Bay brush, but it's rubbed off, and I'm going to go into Rolling, which is like not the deepest, darkest brown, but it's the next brown in. Whoa, look at that pigment. And I have to look down into my mirror or it leaves a gap here. So we're just going to, again, sort of place it where we want it. So I am taking this onto my crease, but I need to look down because of the position of where. And then I'm going to take a clean brush. This is a Zoeva 228. And I'm just going to blend it back and forward. Listen to the rain. Does anybody else love the sound of rain when you're just lying in your bed, especially if you're like snuggled up reading? Or if you can't sleep, it's just so relaxing. Beautiful, blended like a dream. So far we've had no fall down. Same again, just going to pop it into the crease of my eye and throw the brush. And then swap over to the 228 and blend that as well. I think this is a palette that a lot of people would like, you know, because it's not got any like major bright colours or that to it especially. I feel like the cool tones and the neutrals is where it's at the moment for most people. Okay, so far I have used this shade here, this one, and I've just applied this. But what shimmer do we want to apply? Let's have a look at them. So we've got this shimmer here and this one. That's these two. Then we have got this gold in the middle. And then we have the two at the bottom. So we've got this one and this one. Now I know you're going to be like, it's gold heavy, but it is called Golden Age. Oh, look at that one, it's stunning. I don't know. I'm tempted to go for that one, which is the very bottom left hand corner, but you know, that way you're just like, try something different. So I don't know, today I might actually go for Blitz. So I'm going to take a flat brush. And I'm not going to wet it first of all because we just want to see how it applies without being wet. Oh, that is beautiful. Now please remember that I do get eczema on my eyes. So if it comes across a bit textured, that is to do with my eyes, not the shadows. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But it is picking up the texture of my eyes, which I knew that it would, which is why I was saying that to you. That is gorgeous. There's a tiniest bit of fall down, so you could wet the brush, which will stop that. But it's going on like a dream. Look at that. Beautiful. It's like a nice sultry sort of smokiness. Love it. And again, as I say, if you can wet the brush as well. But I wanted to try it without the brush wet just to see how the shadow performs. Particularly on this eye, I have a lot of eczema right in this corner. And here along the lash line and under here, the skin just literally is so dry. It just peels off and has all the texture, you see? But this is beautiful. Really stunning shade. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a I don't know, bronzy tone, but it's almost like it's got pinky sort of purple undertone to it, you know. I think it's beautiful. Look at that now. Is that not just stunning? I'm going to use the other end of this brush just to blend it just a wee bit, just the edges. And then I'm going to go back into this brush that we used and back into the medium sort of brown that I took into my crease. And we're just going to lightly apply it here. And go back into the Zoeva 228 and just lightly, what's left on the brush, I'm just going to lightly take under my eye, because I find if I put makeup under my eye, unfortunately it's a bit too much for me. My skin can't take it. Just going to use the foundation brush here just to get rid of that bit of. Also going to use the 228. Look up. I'll just smudge that a bit. Then we'll go back in with this shade again and just place a little bit of it just here. So effectively I've done like a bronzy smoky eye. Take a tiny bit more. A bit more than I wanted to. It's so tickly. Okay. That is beautiful. I love it. I'm going to take a tiny little bit of bijou and I'm going to just pop it right here at this part of it. Again, I'm just going to take the end of this brush and just lightly blend it in. Lovely. Love it. Happy with that. Okay. Now to finish the rest of the face. Now I don't have any fall down, but we are needing a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 10. I'm not going to put any over that because it's just not going to really do anything. Unfortunately, when I was using the hair curler, I got it too close and it burned. Well, I'll maybe do that lightly over it. But I thought I'd got it in time and put ice on it, but obviously not. Stretch the face down. I've seen people do crazy faces so that the concealer doesn't, you know, crease into any lines, but a lot of these girls are either dead young anyway or they've got Botox and stuff, so they don't have all the lines anyway that they go on about. Then I'm just going to take my finger and pat that in, and then I'm going to take the top part of this powder from Sheen Glam and just sort of roll it into place with this tiny little sponge that I have, and I take it on my nose like that because It tends to, I don't know if it does leave a white cast, this, because it says it's Insta Ready face and under eye setting powder. So you would assume that it's not going to leave a cast, but I'm not really sure whether it does or it doesn't. What do you guys think? Does it leave like that white shadowy cast? Okay, so next we are going to apply some bronzer. Have we got a cream bronzer? I don't think I took a cream bronzer out. Okay, I'm going to use my Doll Beauty one in the shade Light that Helen sent me. Looks like this. And I like to just take a big brush, especially if it's powder bronzer. So stir the brush in, take the excess off, and I like to put it over my forehead first. Just so that I'm not getting too much of the product in the middle of my face if I do it that way. I'm sure I did take out a powder one. Well, I did. It's right there. But anyway, not a powder, thingy one. Again, we'll just sweep over. It's almost as big as the palette, that, isn't it? And then for blusher, actually someone said they put their highlighter on and then their blusher, so I'm going to try it that way round. But I'm going to use this Rare Beauty one in Mermaids. This is obviously the, oh, I'm getting you on there. This is the liquid one. I've probably put way too much on, but such as life. Because it is quite a blingering highlighter, isn't it? It's so nice though. Look at that. Just the glow it gives you. And if you're anything like me again and you have a lot of texture, fine lines, all that jazz, these ones are pretty good. And then I'm going to take the powder version of it, just a tad over the top, just because I haven't tried like the powder and the thingy one together. So I wanted to see. It's probably going to be too much, but there we go. You can see me from Mars. Then for blusher, it's a toughie. I think I want to try this one. This is Stunning Sienna by Max Factor. It's a very scary looking one. I don't think I'll need much because I think it's going to be proper pigmented. But it's like a burnt kind of orange. Whoa, okay. It's definitely a wee bit much. Go back in with your foundation brush if you need to and just use it just to tame it all down if you do feel that you've popped on too much of the old cheap products. Just go over it and work it back in. But blusher is always the first thing to fade. So, and then we'll go have a quick spritz before we add mascara. So we're going back in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic. It's lovely. So, and our little Shea Glam fan to try and get it set quicker. Okay, now we've just got a bit of eyebrows to do, I suppose. I'm going to use the Brow Archery by Soap and Glory. This is in the shade Blonde. I don't know if they still do this or not. I'm actually just going to use the little gel here. because I need to kind of pluck my eyebrows and try and sort them out a bit. But this thing is so good. I don't know if they still do it. I literally have no idea. Because, well, when am I ever at the shops, put it that way. Maybe have to look online and see. So that'll do for that. And then for lips, I'm going to use NYX lip liner in Soft and Spoken. Just bring in the edges of it. And then I'm going to try these that have gone viral, and I can see why. This is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker Glazy Gloss in Pine to the Apple, and oh my god, you need these in your life. I need to get more. Look how juicy it makes your lips. It's not sticky at all, and it smells absolutely amazing. So that is me done. What do you think of the palette? I love it. It is such a gorgeous palette. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I completely forgot to add mascara, so I'm just going to use the Huda Beauty one. Totally away in a world of my own. But do you know what? I actually think the look looks fine without it. But again, I remember laughing with Helen Willis over on Instagram about that. Like totally forgetting to add something. And then once you've taken the photos and uploaded them, you're like, I forgot to put mascara on. And her saying that she's glad she's not the only one that forgets. It wasn't until I was putting my makeup back there, and I was like, I never even put mascara on. So there you go. That is now the look complete with mascara. And now I am going. Bye.